Hey, what's going on, guys? It's a beautiful morning. Hopefully where you're at too, it's beautiful, and everybody's doing well. Yeah, we're gonna be minus the rain for the next 3 or 4 days, so I'm gonna have to do some riding on my bike. But basically, I'm gonna do something a little different here today. A few people were asking what I actually did for a living. I've been a commercial driver for the last 27 years. Been driving a truck since '93, and been a safe driver. Only had one accident out there since I've been driving. But actually, like I said, I want to do something different today. I want to touch on a few subjects. So we all know that we've been going through this whole pandemic, coronavirus, COVID-19. And fortunately, I've been out here delivering food supplies. And I'm thankful for that. I appreciate everybody giving us a big, warm thank you for being out here and supporting the country like always. That's what truck drivers do. We're supposed to be out here to do that. And I am grateful for having a job and everything. A little discouraged. A lot of the companies that are the surrounding areas, and then far some, they have been giving all their drivers like $2 an hour raises, even cents on the mile. I used to drive over the road. I don't do it anymore because I've missed home and I wanted to be home more with my families. And you guys rock that are out there that are away from your family right now and driving out on the road with everything going on. I know it can be a little bit scary. It is out here for me too, because I'm around a lot of people during the day, and I'm commending everybody that has to be around a lot of people, like the grocery store workers, everything. It's not just us truck drivers, the police officers, all that. Yeah, so we're out here doing what we have to do to support the country. But anyways, on that subject, so there's been a lot of companies that have been giving their drivers hazardous pay. And even my wife's job is giving her hazardous pay because she's a grocery store clerk and a manager. And yeah, so she's out there around probably a lot more people than I am throughout the day. But anyways, I got a encouraging letter which was discouraging. So I keep getting emails and letters on how great of a job that we do out here and that our company supports us, but yet they tell us how much money they're we're making them, and how it's benefiting them. And I do appreciate the letters of encouragement. I do, especially, it was pretty cool hearing the president talk about truck drivers being out here. And thank you, Mr. President. I really appreciate it. But then again, I'm discouraged because I keep getting the letters of encouragement, but I'm hearing about all these other companies that are getting hazardous pay. And even the company that we actually are leased to haul for, I hear them getting hazardous pay. And I'm around the same amount of people as they are. I'm around their people, and I'm out there doing the same thing. And this goes for everybody. Everybody that's out there that's risking their lives being out here. They could get sick. You don't know. You could be, it doesn't matter what age, obviously. You could get sick out there and you could die. So I mean, it's a touchy thing. So this goes for everybody, not just specifically the truck drivers, but for us drivers to be out here, it's really hard. We go through sleep deprivation. I work 60 hours a week, okay? I got enough time to go home, take my dog out, eat, shower, and go to bed, and I get right back up and go to sleep again. I work 5 12-hour shifts, and the time I get up in the morning and then the time I get home, you might as well make that 14. So I'm actually only getting 10 hours So I got time enough to go home, eat, sleep, and take a shower. But anyways, so the guys out on the road, they're doing more. They're doing 70 hours a week, and they're away from their families, you know, and it's really hard for them out there. But the letters of encouragement, okay, which I call also the letters of discouragement. When a company sends you a letter and they appreciate you and basically say, we appreciate you, we thank you for you being out there and dedicating your services, okay? And we hear how they're making so much money and they're doing great and all this stuff. And okay, since 98, since 1998, you're talking 23 years. Since 98, I've gotten a $1 pay raise. And this has been going on even before this pandemic. So, you know, I have my thoughts and views on that, as far as, you know, maybe if things would have been different, you know, we would be making enough money to support ourselves without having to get a stimulus. And we're not. It's just the way the economy's gotten. But, you know, to have a $1 raise in the last 22, 23 years of driving, that's really sad. So, you know, and I'm talking, you know, about all these larger companies, and they've owned these trucking industries, and they're huge, and they've made tons and tons and tons of money. But yet they can't afford to give us hazardous pay out here when we're out here risking our lives to support this country. And it's really, that's why I call it a letter of encouragement to discouragement. And I'm sorry, but that's what it is. And I'm pointing my finger right at my company and the rest of them out there that are doing the same thing, because it's wrong. It is, it's wrong. They're sitting behind a desk, they get to go home every night, and these CEOs get to do whatever they want, and they're so afraid that they're going to miss out on that little red cent and not be able to either fuel their airplane or their helicopter to go places, or go buy, you know, a Maserati or something. I don't know. But basically, you know what? You got enough money to pay us hazardous pay, you should do it. You know, because we're out here, we're making you money. And if you want to help yourselves, you need to help your employees. Okay? This is how you get employees to stay at your company. You employ them with good benefits, and especially be supported of family. You say that you are, but a lot of these places are not, you know. They're like, oh yeah, we're family oriented. They're not. It's a lie. They're not family oriented. You know, you get that to draw drivers in, and you give them these bonuses, these sign-on bonuses. But you know what? This is when we need our bonuses. Our hazardous pay. Our hazardous pay should be during the winter. You should give us hazardous pay all winter long. Okay? And stuff like this, we should get it until this pandemic is over. Because if it wasn't for us, you guys wouldn't be making any money, right? You said it yourselves. And I hope everybody out there, every driver out there that is listening, man, I hope you support this. I'm talking for you guys, and I'm talking for myself, my fellow co-workers. I think it's wrong that you guys treat us like that. You know, we have families too, and we got to take care of them just like you guys do. But some families are better off than others. You guys run these companies. You guys choose to underpay us, and it's wrong. I mean, we should have gotten pay raises a long time ago. And yeah, we have to choose the lesser of two evils. So, you know, it's either good health benefits or a little bit more pay. And it really sucks to have to do that. Why can't you get, you know, an equal there? And obviously we can't, but this is the kind of stuff that I face every day coming to work. You know, I don't know what the weather elements are going to be. I've driven in severe weather. I've driven in tornadoes, hurricanes, and I've always come through on my deliveries, man, rain or shine. And it doesn't matter if there is a hailstorm, a snowstorm, a blizzard, a tornado, or whatever. These truck drivers are out there supporting this country, and they'll get that load there. They're sacrificing themselves and their families for you guys out there. And I just think it's discouraging when you get a letter saying, yeah, we appreciate you guys and keep up the good work. We really appreciate it. But yet you get somebody that works for the same company that's on a salary, and they say, well, I'm going home because I'm containing myself to my home so I don't have to be around that unsafe environment. And here he is getting paid the whole time, and we're not. And I'm sorry if I get in trouble for making this video and I'm shooting the finger at somebody that I do work with. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I'm willing to sacrifice that because you know what? You guys think that we're a dime a dozen. You guys are a dime a dozen right now. I could have a job today if something was to happen to me here, because I have an awesome driving record. I'm dependable. I'm healthy. I'm out here and I'm supporting my country. And you guys are getting taking advantage of that and sitting at home and not here doing your job too, and telling us, you're important, but yet I'm not important enough to get hazardous pay, and it's wrong. But yet you get somebody that gets to go home and say, I'm on self-confinement. I'm not coming out here because I could get sick, but you know what? I don't have to worry about it because I'm still gonna retain my salary pay that I'm getting. That's wrong. If we don't get it, then you shouldn't get it either. I can't say, that, you know what? Hey, I'm afraid I'm going to get sick out here. I'm going to go home, but you got to continue to pay me. I mean, why does somebody get away with it and the others don't? It just doesn't make any sense. So, I hope I'm making sense to everybody out there, and I'm glad I'm out here. I'm glad I can support my country, and I'm going to keep feeding these people out here when they need food, because I need to feed myself, and I have to come to work and get that paycheck every day so I could do that for other people. But a lot of people don't see it that way. All they see is greed, and I'm not trying to sound greedy right now, but I think that we deserve hazardous pay. That's the least you guys can do, is hazardous pay for these drivers out here that are risking their lives, and for the police officers. I don't know if they're getting any hazardous pay, and I hope to God they are, because they deserve every bit of that money, because they got to keep everything under control out here. And I know it's very hard for them, and especially for, like I said, the grocery store workers, and especially the medical staff out there. I mean, they're having to work double overtime shifts, and they need help. And they get as tired as we do. I mean, I could say they probably get the same amount of sleep and feel like they do as a truck driver, because you could actually sleep for 10 hours but still be tired. You have the mental stress and the physical stress over this, and a lot of people don't think that this is a physical job, and you're wrong, because I get out and I get in and out of this truck every day. I'm moving things around. I'm doing stuff to be physical, but being tired mentally is the hardest. I think is the hardest on somebody, because you're sleepy mentally, but physically it's dragging you down, and you can't perform as well. So I mean, that's why all the support we can get as far as the letters of encouragement, that's great, but don't let them be discouraging either. Don't send them a letter saying, hey, you're awesome, and then I turn around and say, hey, if I'm so great, maybe you could offer some hazardous pay, and I get a big thumbs down. That ain't right, and I think it's wrong. So, but basically, that's what I wanted to touch on, and I do hope that everybody is being safe out there. And if you are able to, please stay home. If you can afford it, please do that. We don't need anybody else sick out there that's gonna make a few hundred more people sick. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that subject. And anyways, guys, if you like my video or whatever, give me a thumbs up. Kind of discouraged because of letters of encouragement. I mean, it might not make sense, but hey. Anyways, guys, give me a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe. Leave a comment. and tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm wrong, or you think I'm nuts, or I'm crazy, or whatever. But I'm kind of down on the big, large companies right now that can really support their drivers out here having families that are sacrificing themselves, and they're at home just not really caring about it. They're saying that they are, but they really don't mean it. Anyways, peace.